Welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast. We're barbecue competition competitors that aim to share information, advice, tips, and tall tales about our favorite pastime. Head over to the pitmasterpodcast.com for all things Pitmasters, or follow us on your favorite social media platform. And now, here are the hosts of the Pitmaster Podcast, the two-time grand champion, SCA World Champion finalist, and barbecue specialist of Smoke Ain't No Joke Barbecue, the Anthony Lujan, and the 24-time grand and reserve grand champion, reserve world grand champion, Windover High Roller champion, and the founder of Pitmaster Barbecue Supply Company stores in Utah, the old man himself from Big Johnson's Barbecue, Jesse Johnson.
This is Greg Rempe from the Barbecue Central Show, and you are listening to the Pitmasters Podcast, and they are doing it live.
We'll do it live.
That's right, Bill. I just said that. They're going to do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yes, live. They're going to do it live.
What up, Pitmasters? We are live again on another Tuesday night. We have some special guests with us tonight. We have the Barbecue Pit Bros, Pitmasters, John Williams and Richard Smith. I'll be chatting with them tonight. We are down a man. Jesse is busy. He has something going on with moving his gym and a bunch of other stuff. But we get it. Life happens. But for everybody that's looking to cook, we do have some cooks coming up here in Utah. The first one's going to be April 12th, and that's going to be a ThermalWorks HQ, so make sure you get signed up with that. That's an SEA event. And then Jesse has his competition the June 20th and 21st. It's a KCBS event up in northern Utah. Also, there will be an SEA event in Las Vegas. That one is going to be April 20th, I do believe. But yeah, just head to your SCA and KCBS sites to be able to sign up for those events. And then also head over to our website, pitmasterspodcast.com. You'll be able to see all the events there. And also, I want to know who's actually coming to the webpage. Are you guys actually using the webpage? You watching the episodes there, listening to the episodes? All the YouTubes are up on there as well. So just make some comments on there if you are coming in from the website. That'd be great to know. And then also, I've realized today, not one person has commented on the podcast in over a year on Apple. So you Apple listeners, drop a comment, man. Let us know if you're liking the show, or just tell us to fuck off. It doesn't matter. Just let us know what's up. But let's go talk to these guys and see what they've been up to. I know they've been killing it in the backyard competition scenes. Let's see if they're going to go pro, see if they're ready to go and, chase some points in the KCBS. But we'll catch you guys on the flip side. There we go.
We call it Thermapen 1, the first true 1-second cooking thermometer. Its unprecedented speed means Thermapen 1's responsiveness approaches the speed of thought. Because when you're plating the perfect menu or smoking the perfect side of barbecue, you don't have time to think about how your instant read thermometer is accurate to 0.5 degrees in 1 second or less, or how rugged and waterproof it is, or how big, elegant, and bright the backlit display is. You'll just know it works, because our perfection powers your perfection. Seek perfection with Thermapen 1.
Oh man, I gotta push a button. I'm failing tonight, man. This is the longest week ever, and we're only at the Tuesday. What's going on, guys?
Not much. How are you?
Good. You guys got your beers cracked and ready to talk barbecue?
Heck yeah.
It's always cracked.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's just get into it. Crystal set this up, man. Oh, hold on, wait a second. We have a world champion tuning in right now, man. You guys know who Karen is? She just won the SCA World Championships in steak. So we got a heavyweight watching the show right now. So, but yeah, let's just talk about how you guys got into barbecue and who you are. Let people know, who you are out there on the competition trail, man.
Well, you can take it away.
Why do I got to take it away?
You can tell who you are.
Okay. I'm Richard Smith.
I'm Jordan Williams. I actually started it. How I started it, I had too many smokers and I needed to do something with it. So and so I decided to do my first comp and drag him along and drag him on the second one, and then we both just kind of got hooked, and that's where we are today.
I'm in too deep. I can't back out.
You really can't once you're in, and especially when you take that first walk, hear your guys' name called. It's like a hook, line, sinker, man. You're done.
Yeah, we did a backyard, and first one we had really no idea, but it was a KCBS one, and there was like 20 teams, I think, and we ended up getting like 10th overall.
Yeah.
So we're like,
yeah,
we're not that bad. Like we didn't get last,
right? What are you guys cooking on? What is your guys' what's the baseline of what you're cooking on?
It's changed a lot over the years, but the last, I'd say 2 years
at least
straight UDS drums. We build our own.
Okay.
So,
it's just straight homemade UDS drums is what you're cooking on, huh? Nice. So tell me a little bit about your, I guess, intro to barbecue. Where did barbecue come into play? When did you just, start playing around with live fire? All that backstory there.
It was funny because I like to eat barbecue. And at the time when I started, because I started in high school, but just, regular backyard, whatever, throw a brisket on, not really trim or anything. Because I just really liked to eat it. So I was like, I thought some of the restaurants around here, was subpar. So I said, I think I could make something better. So I just started doing that and experimenting, and then saw some YouTubes and how to trim them up, and, just started from there. And then I just dragged him along. I said, hey, you can come and drink beer. And he goes, sign me up.
That's all I need to hear.
And that's kind of how we started. That's how we started, just kind of just wanting to eat it more than anything. And it was just kind of getting pricier and pricier, and figured we can do it cheaper. And then, having your friends come over and like, man, that's good. And then, other people, and you're giving it to your neighbors, and all of a sudden you're just like, I think I got something.
Yeah, that's awesome. What I always say about neighbors, man, they just they always tell you it's amazing when it's free food, right?
They do.
Yeah.
It's those damn judges that always tell you that your food's not good.
Right? They're right about cook is just bad judging.
Right? We got somebody commenting and say cooking on Old Trusty Rusty. Is this the name of one of your pits?
Yeah, I actually bought it off one of his teammates, Old Trusty Rusty, and it's Trusty Rusty for a reason. It's our brisket cooker. It's one heck of a good brisket cooker, and I redid all of our barrels, did a fresh paint job besides that one, because I told him when I bought it I wasn't going to change it. So I still, 3 years ago, still haven't changed it. So it just keeps getting rustier.
Man, your fans are brutal, man. They're just, look at this. Rich doesn't even own his own grill or smoker.
He doesn't. That's so funny. He's not lying.
Oh man, really? Is this true? So you're on a competitive competition team and you don't even have a pit in your backyard?
I come here for everything I need.
He's got it easy. He just shows up, cooks, then leaves me with the mess.
What if he's not available?
You don't want to start to go there?
What if he's not available for like a month? Maybe he gets sent out on a work trip or something like that. What are you gonna do? You got to figure out how to do it on your own, I guess. I want an answer here. I want to know how you're on a competitive competition team and you don't own a pit.
Well, I have no problem doing it. We've been doing it for 3-4 years, so it's ingrained in me competition wise. But
right,
if I had to do it at home, I would probably be lost.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what, he can cook mean ribs.
Yeah,
he's my main go-to guy when I'm having troubles with my ribs.
What are you putting on your ribs?
Seasoning.
Oh man!
Actually, that's a good plug. Smokehouse 72, sweet and savory.
Okay, nice.
You can also get it at the Iowa Barbecue Store, online or in person.
Nice, that's awesome, man. Your friends are chiming in nice and hot. We like this, Yeah. So, but let's go through a competition day. What are you guys normally doing? You guys said you guys have a rig ready to go at all times. You guys more or less just load up the night before. What is your guys' competition start? Like, where does it begin?
Just depends. At the beginning of the year, we're kind of really prepped from winter. I do some pre-prep on chicken and ribs and stuff. So the first 2 or 3, we don't have to really trim up chicken or ribs because I've just been itching to go out. But normally it would start like Wednesday night with some meat prep. I normally do Thursday night and into Friday early morning. I have everything ready to go. But most of the time, our enclosed trailer's already ready with everything we need. So
That's
it's
nice.
just last minute, like meat, drinks, some sauces here and there. We pre-make up all our sauces in like gallon and a half at a time. Just because, I mean, there's times where we're going back-to-back weekends,
Yeah.
So,
or month to month.
Yeah.
Full months.
Right.
So,
So you guys started out in the backyard scene, right? And then
Mhm.
you guys, did you spend a lot of time in the KCBS backyard, or was it more just local backyard events?
the first like year we started off, we only did like 4, and there was two KCBS,
Yeah.
and then I think 3 or 4 like non-sanctioned ones.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our first year. We were just kind of seeing where we were, stacked up, see if we wanted to really do it, and then the next year we heard Iowa Barbecue Society. We have a Iowa Barbecue Society here in the state of Iowa. So then we were like, heck, let's shoot for that. Let's do some of those. And then they were like, oh yeah, there's this points chase and everything. We're like, oh, let's try that. So then we did.
What we were doing.
So then we ended up getting 4th on that. And then the next year we're like, well, let's even hit it even harder. See, and then got 4th again. And
Right.
then so last year, or that year, we dabbled into probably 5 or 6. We did 5 or 6 backyard KCBS, and then we ended up doing 3 masters.
Nice.
So
nice. So how you feeling? How you feeling about those masters? Are you wanting to go out there and points chase? You guys just out there just trying to maybe just start hitting some bigger comps? What are your plans for that master series?
Master series, I think I don't think we're gonna hit it as hard and chase points.
Right.
I think we're just gonna go masters, and then we're gonna do Iowa Barbecue Society has a masters, which is all KCBS comps. So we'll hit most of them, and then we'll hit a few that down in Kansas City, like BBQ. We'll hit that one. We'll hit the Royal. We'll go up north and Minnesota in May. We'll hit some of the fun ones that we've had, like in backyard that they have masters. We'll go back King of the Corn here in Ottumwa, Iowa. Where the Iowa barbecue store is located as well.
Nice. Yeah, out west, man, we only have a few. I guess I forgot to let people know that to travel safe if you're going out to Havasu this weekend. There's a big comp down there, but there's only about 5 or 6 that are within driving distance that I like to drive. If it's over like 400 miles, I'm not. Yeah, could just count me out because I'm not the guy that really travel for KCBS. SCA, that might be a little bit different, because it's a little bit easier to be able to, hit somebody up, say, hey, I'm coming out. You got some stuff for me, and most people do. So that's cool. But yeah, let's go through your process. So let's just start off with chicken. Are you guys cooking drummies or are you guys cooking thighs?
Thighs. I mean, I've done them. We've done most everything. I mean, heck, we've even done pulled chicken. We've done breasts, breasts. But we're mainly thighs. Okay.
And are you guys a big fans of injecting, or do you guys do like a wet brine, or do you do both?
I'm big wet brine and inject. Big on that.
Right. Do you scrape chicken?
Yep.
I'm just curious why.
It's one of the things I've always done.
Yeah.
Everyone else does it.
And so it's like I've always, and I'm pretty good and fast at it. So it's like it's one extra step, and I'm like, I've already done it, this many years. It's just kind of hard for me to stop.
I totally 100% get that. Whenever I cook chicken, I'm always kind of like, do I scrape or do I don't? But I've started transitioning more into the smart chicken styles, so it's not as fatty, and I can just get it hot enough to render out. But I used to spend hours and hours scraping, and I'm like, what the hell? This is chicken. You put so much time and so much work into it, and it's like literally the least result that you usually get, the lessest result, because chicken's hit or miss, man. It's all about that tenderness when it comes down to it. When you cook a thigh, it's making sure it's tender and making sure that they bite through the skin. There's the two things. Then if you have decent flavor, you got yourself a shot. But I've been really thinking about this KCBS stuff, doing it again on my own. I vowed never to do it again, but I'm just like, man, I really like it. I'm in a really hard spot, man, because I really want to do it, but doing it alone kind of sucks. But But when you put in that much work into like chicken, it makes you rethink a lot. Personally, I don't know what you're thinking about, because usually chicken's a 10 p.m. to midnight scenario. It's always right after work, and it's just miserable. It's like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know if that's how you feel.
Oh, sometimes. That's why, like, when I'm real eager, like in the wintertime, that's why I just like go and like prep a bunch.
Yeah.
We got enough for 5 comps downstairs in the freezer, because I was like, one day I was like, let's just do it. Start doing it.
We go back 2 years. We didn't even prep it until the night of the comp.
Oh,
so
man.
Friday night, we would be there
at 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Pretty
at
drunk.
the comp.
Yeah. That was my first year too, like my rookie year. I was always like, I got my meats and I'm going to take them and then I'll get them all trimmed there. Oh, that was the worst decision.
And you're like, oh, it can't take that long.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's the worst decision ever.
And then of course you get there with some of your buddies and you have a few drinks, and all of a sudden you're like, 10 more minutes. We'll get it. 10 more minutes, and then like 2 hours, and then you're like, okay, I have to go.
It's so true, man. It's terrible. But then when you go and cook chicken, it's so fast. It's you put it on, take it off, and in between of everything else, chicken is just one of those things. So I recommend anybody who wants to do KCBS, get a good chicken cook, just because it's very time consuming. Yes. And then as for ribs, are you guys just going to Walmart and getting some ENTs? You guys ordering Prairie Fresh? What are you guys doing for ribs?
Our Walmart actually carries Prairie Fresh Naturals.
Oh, nice.
So we go there and get, and then I will also order a case of primes. So we'll do primes when we're going, like we're going to the World Invitational. So we'll run primes there when we go to the Royal. And then when we go to like some of the Master Series, we go and cook those, because I mean, if you're going up against the Masters, why not? Buy the best meat as you can, give you the best shot.
Yeah. Do you cook those on a regular basis though? Or are you pretty confident in their consistency, or is it more or less?
We've done it long enough, and we've bounced back and forth to them that we're pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah, because
some people are like, "How do you do that?" I was like, "Well, you cook them enough, you kind of start to feel it."
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, yeah, because a lot of people, they'll cook, just stuff from Costco, and then they go to a competition and their timelines, that everything is just off because they only do it during competition. So I always recommend, hey, cook what you're going to cook at competition. That's the only way to understand it.
There's times that we've had some like where we buy a case and you get some of those, you're like, that's probably won't use that one.
Yeah.
Over here, and then we'll cook them at home for practice, so we'll be at home. People are like, what? I was like, that probably wasn't like cut it anyways in the comp.
Right.
I probably just throw it in my freezer and cook it up for my neighbors anyway, so might as well use it as practice.
Yeah. We're not eating it.
Yeah.
That's very true. Barbecue's like not. I don't even think it's in my top 10 favorite food. You know that?
Not weird. I don't think so either.
I don't think
good brisket sounds good. Yeah, but that's about it.
Honestly, I try to look back on it. It was in there for about 2 minutes, and then after that it wasn't, because I just feel like I really, really, really enjoy cooking it. I love the art of it, but flavor wise, there's so many different flavor options out there. Indian food, Mexican food, Thai food, those flavors just pop. Barbecue, salty and saucy. But for your pork, let's look for some tips. Are you guys doing the new trimming style that I'm seeing, where everybody's trimming out that money muscle and then like making a ramp out of the the bottom half of the pork?
We actually just cook money muscles. We just cut it straight off and occasionally we might throw on a pork butt if we're like we need to cook one just in case, but
backup.
Right.
Occasionally we'll save the bacon underneath the but most of the time we're just straight money muscle, because we got it down. We got it down, so it's like why cook a whole thing if we don't need it?
Right. Yeah, I've just seen this new because I used to just trim the money muscles out and cook them, and then just cook the whole pork butt by itself. But there's some new trimming techniques out there that I'm seeing that these people are, just pretty much taking it from the bone and kind of creating this like little ramp. For one, I understand it because you're harvesting the bacon, you're still getting that, and then you have some pulled if needed.
And then they kind of can get some chunks too.
They get some chunks. Yeah,
have some of that horn still that you can use.
Yeah. The horn meat's really weird. I think if you mix that horn meat in, it kind of gives that weird color to it. Would you guys agree? Get that darker.
Yeah, because it gets that darker, and then most of ours has it retains a lot of smoke.
Yeah,
it seems like, and it just sometimes I know people put it in, and judges love that, but you also can get that one judge that's like, "What the heck?" So
yeah,
it's a gamble. It's a gamble, You're not
right.
You're not facing the other pitmasters. You're going against 6 random judges.
Yeah, for sure. And then, are you guys buying Prairie Fresh? Are you guys doing that, or comp parts? Is that what you guys are doing?
Fresh. Yeah,
It's the same question for everybody. I just need to figure out what everybody's doing different. What are you guys putting on there? You guys gonna answer that?
We can perfect. We can bum hot.
Yeah. Injecting it,
mix a random other
by
shit.
butcher's injection.
Butcher's injection. That's pretty solid too. You guys use xanthan gum?
Nope.
All right. I'm a big fan of xanthan gum because it kind of makes it like a gelatin. You inject it in there and it keeps the moisture in there. That was a pro tip from. Hey, whoa! You guys taking tips here now too? Good job.
What was that?
No, for real. Because Tuffy Stone taught me that. When he injects his briskets, competition stuff, he was using xanthan gum too, and that keeps that moisture in there versus it just kind of slowly rolling out over time. So that is definitely a pro tip. And then for brisket, Snake River Farm Golds, blacks.
Blacks. And then we actually got hooked up. We used to, but now we got hooked up with Five Oaks Farm out of Griswold, Iowa. It's a local farm here that actually does. They actually have papered bloodline 100% Wagyu.
What is it called?
Five Oaks Farm.
I'm looking this up right now.
Yep, and it's 5 spelled out. Yep, it's a small local farm.
All right, let's see.
And they breed 100% and 50-50, just like
really?
farm would be. Yep, and it's papered and bloodlines. You can trace black the bloodline.
Let's see here. Am I on the wrong? Am I in the right spot here? No.
Nope.
All right. I don't know, man. I can't find this. Like Five Oaks Kitchen, Five Oaks Farm. I have no idea where I'm at, but I will look this offline.
Iowa.
Huh.
Oh, it's Five Oaks Farm Wagyu.
Okay.
My bad. And the logo's like a cow and it says FOF.
Okay.
You can look them up. I know they have social media like Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking them up right now as we speak. Here we go. Okay. Let's try this again. We're going to look. All right. How about this? Does this look more familiar?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Let's see what they're talking about here. Let's shop some Wagyu. Full-blooded 100% Wagyu.
You might just have to go to shop and they'll have the briskets there. Sometimes they don't have it online because they don't know what.
Right. Huh. This looks very interesting. They got flat irons. They got all of them. So do you know these guys personally, or you guys just kind of stumble along them?
I stumbled upon them because I grew up in a small town, Southwest Iowa, close by them, and yeah, that's where we ended up.
Very nice. I'm looking at this all-American Wagyu brisket right here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can agree with me. That doesn't look like a Wagyu brisket, right?
No. But it is good Wagyu.
It's good.
You guys are shelling out some cash, bro. we're talking like $425, or you can use the Shopify app and do 4 months of interest-free installment payments on there.
Interest free, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Swipe the credit card. Let's go. No,
Holy smokes!
they're a good sponsor to us. So
yeah.
I had to shop them out. So they got some good packages out there if you want to just try Wagyu if you never had it.
Yeah.
That's a lot cheaper than that,
Yes.
obviously.
I'm trying to get a legit like Wagyu A9 style steak ribeye, but I've seen them before. But I'm just like, it's just heartbreaking that you're gonna have to spend $200 on a steak.
Yeah, I want to say that. I want to say their average is like 40%, so it'd be like A4
Okay,
on the grading scale.
nice. And then, do you know much about their processes? Are they grass fed and then finishing out 90 days grain? Do you know anything about the process?
100% sure, but I'm guessing since we're in Iowa, they're finished on grain.
Yeah.
Got it. Look at you people, man. Apparently I am late to this scene because everybody knows who the hell these guys are.
I pimped them out pretty hard.
Yeah, that is awesome, man. This is cool. I'm gonna have to reach out to them and see if they can send me a steak or something to try it. Yeah. Anyways,
let them know the BBQ Pit Bros sent. Yeah. So
yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about. Let's try to go get some for some tips for some new guys. So what is your guys' process for brisket? You guys doing hot and fast, low and slow, salt, pepper? What are you guys doing?
We've done a mixture of everything. We just started the last couple of years. We actually separate them and do hot and fast. We don't really. We just cook the flats anymore. We don't really mess with the points because Wagyu, it's already so heavy. Mm-hmm. So it's like by the time you inject it and you do all that, it's like
yeah.
And it's one of those things, like it's another thing you have to nail.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like less is better for me.
That's one more thing to focus on when you don't have time.
So it's like another meat or another whatever. So we just strictly do flats, and basically hot and fast brisket caddy, and we do a baseline of like a salt, pepper, garlic, and then maybe an all-purpose after that, and then we end with a heat.
Okay.
And with a hot rub at the top. Smokehouse, bite and burn.
When you guys wrap, are you guys wrapping with beef tallow? You guys wrapping in paper, foil?
We actually make like in a half pan and foil with a mixture of some beef tallow, beef consomme, and au jus.
Okay. So it's very traditional. Are you guys doing anything? Are you adding anything other than just those? Because I know people will add butter. They'll add gravy. Is it really just that basic?
It's really basic. Like we're pretty basic. If we don't have enough tallow, we'll throw in some butter. Some Kerrygold or Parquet actually.
Right. You know what I noticed the last time when I ran tallow, I didn't get quite a nice glisten like I wanted to when I, dipped and then put them in the box. It almost felt like it just kind of ran off pretty quick. So I think I might have to counter with a little bit of, some beef gravy or something like that to get it to stick on there just a little bit. But that was the same competition where I made a mistake of setting flats when I should send burnt ends in anyways. Kind of shot myself in the foot because my flats were ass. And my points and the burn ends were money. So
yeah, we've done that where we turned in
it's bad.
And then we're like, man, we probably should have just turned in the burn ends because they were way better.
Right. And that's just what you have to do. Like I learned my lesson. If the burnt ends are slapping, just send those only. Don't put the flats.
And people were like, you would do that? I said, yeah, if my slices suck, why? Yeah. Put in the best meat.
Right. Yeah, I made that mistake big time. Big time. So but when you guys are out there cooking, is it like what is it like in your area? Like here in Utah, we have two options. It's going to be windy and dry or hot and dry. What is your guys' normal cooking experience out there in Iowa?
Very similar.
All the seasons.
Yeah. All the seasons in one cook?
It can be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we did this Iowa State Championship in Altoona a couple years ago. We started out windy, then it rained, and then it sleeted, and then it ended up being like 60 degrees and sunshiny.
Yeah.
all on the same day.
And usually the shitty weather comes in right at turn-ins, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. And it was like after turn-ins and like we're getting ready to do awards, it just was like
beautiful.
Yeah.
Sun's out.
Why does it happen that way? Maybe should we protest the KCBS and see if we can just, instead of staying out all night long, maybe just push the awards back to or turn-ins to 3, 4, 5 or something? Because it seems
let's see how the weather is and then coordinate doing that.
Right, I agree 100%. Because man, it seems like whenever there's a competition, if something happens, it's always during turn-ins. It's terrible.
Great.
Well, you guys have to worry about tornadoes.
We actually had a tornado warning that same comp.
Are you shitting me? That is wild.
Probably 20, 30 miles away. So yeah.
Wow, that's wild. And then how many cooks do you guys normally sing out there?
For overall cooks.
Yeah, just your everyday competition. Yeah, what are you guys seeing?
Just kind of depends on if it's an Iowa barbecue, you're looking at 10 to 12. Okay. But if you're looking at KCBS, 15, 20. Sometimes the Iowa barbecue state championship will have 38, 40, sometimes 50. It just depends.
Yeah, because out here in Utah, there's probably a solid 20, maybe. We do rely a lot on a lot of people traveling. If it wasn't for those travelers, I don't think we'd have any qualifying comps, honestly. Because
we're kind of lucky because, being in Iowa, we're centrally located, and we have Kansas City, we have Minnesota, Iowa. That everyone likes to travel, and within 4 hours we can hit
a lot
of comps. So we're kind of lucky in that way.
Jeez, yeah. Like I said, I complain when I have to drive 40 miles. I'm that bougie, I guess.
Well, I do
oh, yeah, we do too, but we still do it.
That's why I don't drive.
I'm actually in the process of getting a trailer, and we'll see how that goes, and maybe that might change me. I have no idea. My plan is just to enjoy myself, slow down a little bit on competition, get some camping time in. Actually, I have to get an archery tag, and I have to apply for my archery tag, so it's time to just slow down a little bit, but still do the competition. So I think I'm just going to try to figure out the happy median with that, because damn, when you cook every other week, it's brutal. It's long. It's hard. And are you guys married?
Nope.
No. See, perfect. Don't. If you want to stay in competitions, don't get married.
I was, though. I wasn't married.
Yeah, those honeydews stack up quick, man, when you're married and you got a competition season. So
it's rough every weekend, but
yeah,
it's fun when you get a call and makes it a little better.
Right. Yeah,
it makes those long drives home a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, what else do you guys have going on, man? We've kind of burned through a lot of questions here. It doesn't help that my co-host bailed on me because he usually helps with another half of the questions. Yeah, what's your guys' future and forecast for this season? How many comps are you scheduled, and how many random ones are you thinking about jumping in on?
That's the true question.
That's scheduling how many of them. I just be like, hey, you need to take this day off. Why? We're doing a comp where just get in the truck. Just show up, get in the truck.
Right.
He loves that when I do that to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I?
I don't.
He always texts back or calls back. He goes, I'm out of the country that day.
Yeah.
Just that day.
Yeah, he's just he's thinking about it. Like, he's literally contemplating on, do I go and do this, or do I just stay home and relax? And 99.9% of the time, he's in the truck with you.
Yeah, I got a work calendar. Like, can I really take a half day?
See, I have a perfect work schedule. I work Monday through Thursday, so
got it.
So Fridays are off, so that's awesome for me because I'm like, let's get going.
Let's go.
So yeah, this year we're signed up for 19.
Holy shit!
And paid for 19.
Yeah. Oh man, so much for you guys.
That's 7 less than last year. Yeah, I told them I'd dial it back.
Well, he's gonna pick up those 7 because he's like, that one wasn't as fun, but then he's gonna have an open weekend and say, you know what, we're gonna do it anyways.
I tried picking up a double this weekend. I got turned down.
It's a little far away.
Where is it at?
It's in St. Roberts, Missouri.
And how far a drive is that?
5.5 hours straight south.
It's Tuesday. You guys can make that.
See? He's with me. See, that's
I got a full calendar of 17 other comps for this year, plus however many we're gonna just randomly pick up.
Well, you're gonna pick up a double. That, if anything, I would cook more doubles than singles because you're already there.
Doubles are not my favorite, but
yeah, neither's driving 5 hours, but still, you do it anyways because it's fun.
As long as it's not the dead of the summer with hot as hell,
right?
Too bad.
I get that for sure. We got a lot of people commenting. Do any of you guys have questions, or any of these people that are commenting? Do they cook with you on a regular basis? Are they just friends? What's going on with these guys?
There's a few of them that are we cook
What about
with.
Billy Brooks?
He's new in the scene.
What's that?
He's new to the Bart comp scene, so yeah.
Billy, I know you have some questions. Shoot some questions out for us, man.
Yeah, he's one. And then Chris Chester, he's one of my good buddies. He's a part of Chester's Twisted Q, and
okay,
we compete back and forth. We both chase IBS points hard. He was number 2 this year, and I was number 1. So we were chasing each other all year long, and we both just went down to the Backyard Royal.
Also, my other teammate.
Yeah, and they call us Chester North, but
got it.
Yep,
yeah.
And then like Lynn Burke, she's
all about Lynn.
She's our favorite judge. She's a master's judge that lives close to me.
That's what she said.
And she also comes to. I'm getting very lucky and have her and her mother and some other people come and judge my food here at my house. So it's nice to try out a new recipe and have some good judges.
Well,
Don, I'm not going to tell you my chicken recipe. Sorry.
He
already knows it.
Dang.
Later.
So let Richard talk, man. Jeez.
I'm used to it.
You're just used to just in the back, just doing your thing, being quiet, drinking beers. That's sometimes not a bad spot, man.
Yep. Sometimes he drinks too much.
Yeah.
When?
This last weekend.
That was the first time in a long time. I think.
Richard, just tell him, say you'll do the double this weekend if he buys the beers.
We always buys the beers.
Oh, all right. Shit. I might go cook with you. I'll go with you, Jordan. Fly me out. Well, I'll go cook with you. I'll cook the double with you.
You got anything going on this week now?
Yeah, I know.
There, though, not here. We won't do any driving.
Yeah, I get that, man. Well, shoot, man. Is there any sponsors you want to shoot out? We'll just get out of here and call it a night, man.
Yeah, I got quite a few. Do you want to name off some?
Yeah, fire away.
All right, I got Iowa Barbecue Store, corn cookers. That's located in Tumwa, Iowa. You can also check them out online. Smokehouse 72, Sofa King Awesome Products, and Addicted to Q, Weekend Bum, Butchers, Clark's Crew, Allstate Matt Rainey. Shout out to him. He keeps makes sure that all my stuff's in line. Lucas Oster from Oster's Farm, The Good Charcoal, my good buddy Egress Windows and More, and then also I gotta thank my parents because I got a son. They come and help me watch him when I'm gone, as well as they come and help at any competitions I need. My mom's a awesome cook as well. She does a lot of my
auxiliaries.
She does a lot of my auxiliaries. She does the drink competitions. She does the potatoes, the side dishes.
Oh, nice.
She's a wizard at that. So I let her do that thing, and I help twist, make some twists if I want to change it a little bit, but she's the brains behind that, and she loves that, and that keeps her motivated, and that's
nice. Heck yeah. Have you guys ever thought about doing SEA?
No. I just can never get into it.
Because SEA for your mom sounds like the place to be, because there's a lot of sweet ancillary.
I know. I've noticed that, it's
Yeah.
like I'm not I'm just like for meat, maybe,
Right.
throwing turkey here and there.
The other shit stresses me out.
So you just don't want to just go and spend just like 6 hours and get out and enjoy the rest of your Saturday versus driving and stressing.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. I get it, man. I get it. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. But yeah, I just want to tell you thanks for jumping on here and chatting with me. We'll definitely have to do this again because I really want to hear how you guys wrapped up your season, because when you're just barely getting into it and then you're going that hard and that fast, it'd be really cool to get an update from you guys just to see where you guys landed. Obviously, you're not going to be running the, Brad Laniger type competitions back coast to coast and coast, but I definitely want to hear how your season ends up. So we'll probably see if we can get you on later at the end of this year, man.
I was gonna say, because last year we did pretty well. We ended up 18th overall in the backyard, Kansas City, in the backyard, and then we also got 14th in the turkey smoke.
Oh wow!
So we struggled a little bit last year, had some success. So we're trying to hit it hard this year for KCBS backyard.
Yeah. Have you cooked any so far this season?
Yeah, we just got done with our second one. We did a master series up in Omaha, Nebraska, and then we just got done with the backyard royal. Took fourth.
Nice. Heck
Second place in there. Yep.
So. That's back to back fourths, right? Is that what happened? That's what you said. I remember that from the start of the podcast. That's amazing. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for jumping on here. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll just catch you on the flip side. I'll have Crystal reach out to you and see if we can follow up at the end of the season and just see how you guys did.
Awesome. That'd be awesome, man. Cool. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, not a problem. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Yep.